Grab the gun, Michael, the ducks are coming!
I'm Johnny Carter, and we are looking for the best new guns and gear of the moment.
Well, this was almost a very serious show. By episode 3, we've acted like ourselves.
I'm bringing in two of the best guys I know to help. Ryan, he's been shooting for as long as I've been alive.
If you're into pretty guns, why would you not have one of these?
And Michael.
Decent amount of money, but if you want the best quality, best glass, you can't really go wrong.
He may be quiet, but he knows more obscure gun facts than me.
Are you glad that you won last time?
No.
We're going to bring our favourite exhibition to life.
It's a game.
Run, Forrest!
Welcome to episode 3 of the Gun Review.
Let's go! Come on then, come on then! Come on then, run!
Today, we're back on shotguns. Testing 3 very different autos in 3 ultra-realistic challenges.
Yeah, but you love doing a £500 gun review.
We're meeting a veteran of British gun making and, as always, looking over some sweet gear.
Welcome to the Gun Review.
Quite cold today.
Brings to mind we should have filmed all of this in the summer.
We should have. I don't know why we didn't. It's pretty fresh.
It is cold. And given today's challenge, we should have filmed this in the summer. Definitely.
We definitely should have, yeah.
Other than the weather, what's on?
We're going to be at the shooting show for 3 days.
We booked a hotel.
3 days. We booked a hotel. I'm hoping I get my own bed this time.
You don't like snuggles?
Not really, no.
Are we not spooning again?
No.
They got free parking and free programs this year.
It's going to be good.
Anything free is good for me.
Anything free, and it'd be nice to bump into people, have a look around, see what's new. It's going to be a good show. Michael.
So Benelli have updated the Montefeltro. Slimmer forend, a little bit nicer controls, bit slicked up, just a little update for it.
Is it expensive? The Montefeltro is like their entry level-ish.
So it's the entry level, they do it in plastic and wood now as well. 5 chokes with the Benelli oil. What more do you want?
How much?
$12.35.
That's acceptable.
It's cheaper than the M2.
Yeah, but the M2's cooler looking.
It is cooler looking.
There's a big status symbol associated with an M2.
M2's a go-to gun. Gamekeepers, clay shooters, pigeon shooters. When you step up to that next range, do you want to sit in a hide with it? Do you want to bash it around on your quad bike or in the truck? It's a certain market, isn't it?
Yeah, and the Montefeltro will do all of the same things. But it's strange that the M2 has everyone's hearts.
I think it's got a cult following, the M2.
Probably. And
Yeah.
the Montefeltro, I know outside of England, is by far the most popular option.
Yeah, very
Anyway,
nice.
should we get on with the show, ladies and
I
gentlemen?
think we should.
That's
What are we
a
doing
good idea.
today?
We have a quite silly challenge. Shall we introduce the guns?
Gun number 1 is a Browning Maxus 2. The legendary gas-operated auto has been relaunched with a load more epic features. Gun number 2 is an EGE Arms 350, a Turkish-built inertia gun that retails at just £500. And gun number 3 is that workhorse autoloader, the Mossberg 940 Pro Field, that boasts almost complete corrosion resistance.
Go on then, Michael, you're the winner. What have you got?
Oh, what have you got?
Oh, Wildfowler. We're going to have fun.
Please be good. I need a new job. No money. It's always worth checking. To the best pigeon shooter ever. Much love, Santa.
It's a much more civilised sport than wildfowling.
Yeah, that's my sort of style.
Well, by power of deduction and knowing what was put into these,
Yeah.
felicitations, gamekeeper. Best of luck, Saint Nick.
You get to give it another go. You failed once before, and you get to give it another go later on in life.
Sitting around, smoking rollies,
Yeah.
looking at pheasants.
Yeah, go put some feed down.
Yeah.
Whistle your ducks.
Guns.
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 A 940 Pro. A what?
An Eggy.
An Eggy Arms. Why have I never heard of Eggy? I'll take the Browning then, please, boys. Oh, I'm feeling good, boys.
I think it's really an easy choice.
What, you're going to go for the Mossberg over
go for
the
Mossberg.
Eggy Arms?
Just because I won the first episode doesn't mean I have to be the chump the rest of the time. I mean, it is 500 quid. I'm the man of the people, not like these posh folk.
It reminds me of something.
Something.
Yeah.
So traditionally wildfowling is quite a noble sport. I'm not sure what they're going to make me do, but please be nice.
Let's not be nice.
No, we definitely shouldn't be nice to Michael.
No, he is in need of character building.
So
Mud,
he's going to get wet, he's going to get muddy,
cold,
salty, cold.
lonely. How long should we leave him out for?
Oh, I reckon I mean, I haven't got to do anything tomorrow if you want to pick him back up in the morning.
Well, now we're dressed for our appropriate tasks.
Michael goes first.
We're going to get done for abuse.
We'll have an ambulance on standby, just in case.
Michael, you nice and warm?
He looks very clean for a wildfowler.
He does. I mean,
There's no dirt on him, there's no water on him.
I heard from a professional wildfowler that the weather needs to be bad
For good shooting.
for good shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
We've brought some favourably warm water to make this situation more realistic, Michael.
It's almost too warm. I feel like it's not like right.
No, it's not right.
That's too warm. Too warm. He's steaming. Have we got anywhere else we can fill up from?
Not the trough.
I mean, this is more like it. Wildfowlers get cold, right?
Yeah, he's not wildfowling in Barbados, is he?
No.
Ready?
That's much better.
I mean, that ice is even that thick.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to do a film, it needs to be authentic, right? That is just straight from the marsh.
Michael, how's that gun holding up?
Oh, look, it even comes with ice and leaves.
This is a gun test, not a test of Michael's character.
No.
One bucket for the gun and one bucket for Michael.
Well, I mean, Michael needs to be holding the gun.
So one bucket for the gun and one bucket for Michael?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
All
Just
right.
unfortunately, Michael's involved in both situations.
He's wearing like a £500 fully waterproof camo outfit.
I mean,
I
how
can
is...
barely see him. In fact, if he hadn't got his face out, I wouldn't know he was there.
I mean, the deer hunter gear is holding up well to warm water.
Grab the gun, Michael, the ducks are coming! Just fell
Can
in
you
the
see
creek.
that big wave? Oh, he's falling over! I'm done. Look, he's dry.
If I get dysentery now.
I mean, now he's got to test that his gun works still.
No ducks yet.
Oh.
What he's heard is there's a lot of ducks over the way. Ducks, quick, let's get those ducks. Michael, run.
Keep Michael.
Run the ducks, Michael,
on.
ducks.
Come on then.
Come on then, duck, run.
Come
Go,
on, the
Michael,
duck.
go.
Go, Michael.
Go, Michael, go.
Go.
Michael.
Move it,
Go
move
on.
it.
Get the gun in the
Move
mud.
it.
You've got cold, you've got wet, you've now seen them.
This is the moment.
This is
This
your
is your
moment. Let's go!
Let's go. In the stand, the ducks are coming in, Michael. They're coming in
the ducks.
fast. Yeah, not eating. Oh,
Well, he's currently missed one duck.
one duck.
All that work and he missed his
I know.
Isn't it fascinating that when you take someone who's a good shot and you cover them in ice water,
In ice water
mud?
and make them run.
As you can see by the state of me and the gun, really did their job very well. That was a real wild fowling experience, I think. I've never been, but I presume that's what it's like. The gun, despite it getting muddy and wet and horrible, still cycled really, really nicely. I don't like those two. Not my friends anymore.
So we've proved that Mike isn't part of the snowflake generation. Now it's time to head back to Birmingham.
My name's Keith. I'm a stocker and I've been here 31 years. I stayed here so long because the variety of the guns, the quality of the guns, and each one is different. When I start stocking a gun, first thing I do is pattern the gun onto the blank. First I'll let in the action and the trigger plate, using paraffin smoke to show you high spots. It's a matter of fitting each individual working part separately, taking away the minimum amount of wood as possible to make the stock as strong as possible. Then it's passed on to oil finishes.
You have more tools than anybody else that we've seen today.
Yeah.
Do you use all of them?
90% of them, yeah.
And that's all just to get in the nooks and
Yeah,
crannies and
like
make
core bottoming tools, stuff like these we make ourselves to get inside.
the more difficult and tricky part.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And how long is this process going to take you to get the woodwork or the metalwork let in?
To get the metalwork let in, all the metalwork, probably 3-4 days.
And then after that, you'll start shaping the rest of the gun.
Yeah,
So this comes to you as a rough piece of wood,
Yeah,
and then you
that's
get
it,
it
yeah.
to the stage it goes next door.
yeah. Depending on what the gun is and what grip it's got, it may have extras like heel and tail plates, horn centre, you know, horn grip. It's a rifle, it's got cheek pieces and strap over combs and stuff like that, which
And that's-
obviously take longer.
And that's all your job to put them into the
Yeah,
gun.
that's right, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and a pain sometimes, but
You've been doing this a long time. Has what you've done changed over the years, or are you still doing very much the same craft you did when you started?
more or less the same since I came to Wesley Richards. Like I say, I got a variety of guns. There's always something different in the pipeline, if you know what I mean.
How many pieces of wood do you throw away because there's a secret hole in them? Because that's what everyone always goes on about.
Yeah, well, most of the time, very rarely have to throw one away. If we got holes, we can take knots out of another stock to match it up and then let those in. I enjoy it when I've finished them, if you know what I mean.
When you can look at
When I
something
can look at it, yeah. Sometimes through it, you think you're having a bit of trouble here, a bit of trouble there, then you think you're going to throw it out the window, but you do get a lot of self-satisfaction out of it, you know.
I'm pretty sure they're just going to have me sat around, maybe drive around, shoot the odd thing, have a beer, cup of tea, put my feet up, and that's all before breakfast.
As all good keepers do, I started my challenge with some vital truck-bound conservation.
I currently feel like a gamekeeper because I'm driving my pickup truck.
Your company pickup truck. Maybe a pigeon or a magpie out the window.
Vital conservation work.
Vital conservation
All right.
work for the good of mankind. You got a monster anywhere?
No,
Red
no
Bull?
monster, no cigarettes.
Oh, you can tell you.
It's how people know I'm a fraud.
Perfect, you completed it. I think that was too easy. Unfortunately, your truck's just broken down and you got birds to feed.
I mean, this truck is an Isuzu and they never break down.
This is a simulated breakdown.
I'm in a Land Rover.
It's definitely broken down.
The boys had let out 3 feeding stations, and my job was to carry my gun and 2 feed bags around as quickly as I could.
The other bag! Fill the
This
other
is
bag!
stupid.
So each time you get to the hopper, you got to put both tyres down, simulate filling your hopper up, then pick them back up again.
Almost carrying a gun ready for vermin.
Do you want to be a keeper or not?
Conservation.
This is why you failed after Spa Shop, okay? You're not committed enough.
Suddenly, I was very glad of my super lightweight semi.
You're saying at any point a clay might come out,
Any point a clay could
and
come
if I
out
don't
or
shoot
you
it,
might
I'm
see
not a
vermin.
conservation hero.
Yes.
No, it's empty in the chamber, just so you're all aware. Pigeon!
Feed them birds, those birds are hungry!
It's a game.
Run for it! Make sure you fill the hopper up!
Pigeon! Let's have another one. Oh, I'm not a good gamekeeper. I missed.
Come on, the birds are hungry! Your other people will take your job!
Bolt closed, nothing in the chamber.
Fill that hopper!
Get the lid off.
The other bag! Fill the
This
other
is
bag!
stupid.
They're both
No
bags,
gamekeeper
Johnny, they're
does this.
hungry!
And the bag should be getting lighter. Pigeon! The
Your
food
feet's
bags are
rolling
getting
down the
away.
hill. Get your feet!
That's valuable stuff, that is.
Quick, back to your truck!
Sorry, boss.
Back to your truck, come on. There's only 3 hoppers done, you've got thousands on this estate. Ready, go.
Pigeon! The conservation here. All the curlew are dead. As are my lungs.
At least we know how to make you miss now, put you under exercise and pressure.
I mean, I'm just off of a 5-week serious chest infection.
Yeah,
So I'm really glad that you're just testing out that.
we'll just play it for you.
I had a lovely thing planned for you, Ryan. You can do it naked.
Nobody wants to see that.
But first, the Eggy for a complete out of left field gun worked.
It performed flawlessly.
Didn't lay down on those pigeons.
The controls are too small for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's my general thing. It's lovely and it works, but if you're going to use it in that sort of faster paced, rougher environment, larger charging handle, easier cocky thing.
but for a 500 quid gun,
Oh hell yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't begrudge it when I huzzed it on the floor to put the feeders in the bag thing.
exactly. So I picked pigeon shooter. What does a pigeon shooter do? Sit out and hide all day and wait for pigeons. So I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I'm sure it'd be nasty as ever.
Because Ryan had the smoothest shooting, highest priced gun here, we decided his challenge would be to have too much of a good thing.
Incoming. Just kidding.
I hate you already. I hate you already.
Ryan's challenge would be to sit in his hide waiting for birds. When one came, he had to stand up, shoot, and sit back down,
Put your ass on that chair.
so that he didn't scare the next pigeon away.
Is it done yet?
No. You've got some wonderfully smooth pro fibres, some slightly more aggressive 36 gram 1 Solway Magnums.
Oh yeah, lovely. Perfect pigeon load.
Topped off by an 1.5 ounce Black Cloud.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you'll get used to them. That's why this gun is the coolest gun here.
It is the coolest gun.
Because he can shove a bullet into the magazine and just picks it straight up into the chamber. Watch this. And I'm not dissing the Eggy, because the EGE is a lovely gun.
That is a great system.
Are you ready, Ryan?
I'm ready, Johnny.
Now, Ryan. Pigeons
I'm
can see you. They
excited.
can see you.
And now I've dropped
In the air. How's your legs, Ryan? Because you're quite red.
I'm just really warm in this deer hunter jacket. It's really insulated.
They ain't coming once they can see you. Up, up, up. I'd put the glasses back on.
I'm going to put them back on.
In the air. Up.
God, these pigeons are coming in today.
Bro, how's those legs? Because you're out of breath already.
Their legs are fine.
No. What was that? Easy one. Put your ass on that chair.
Is it done yet?
No. Right, those spent cases from that Federal fly past your face with such virulent force that it would take my eye. I'm moving out of the way for health and safety.
I don't like them, they hurt.
They don't look or sound pleasant.
They're not. Oh.
You gave an accurate representation of wildfowling and I gave an accurate representation of keepering. This is equally as accurate representation of pigeon shooting. Hit the bloody clay!
Oh no.
Yeah! You say when you've had enough, mate, and you can pack up your sandwiches and go home. Here's another pigeon just lost. How's your legs there, Ryan?
Yeah, nothing wrong with them at all, Johnny.
You like pigeon shooting, do you?
I feel tip top, yeah.
Mate, I wish I could go out decoying with you. No, you got the talent.
I'm not out of breath, it's just the
Excitement.
cold. Yeah,
It's buck
just the
fever,
cold and the
yeah.
excitement. It's not about me being
You
over
could just come off a
40
5-week
and unfit.
I mean, just from a practical perspective, you didn't have a single issue with that gun. That is very
That
impressive.
run flawlessly. That speed loader system's fantastic. What a gun.
Michael had one jam because his was full of mud to start with. Yep.
I can imagine if you shot these Black Clouds in an over and under, you'd be on your ass.
I can imagine if you shot those Black Clouds, you'd never want to shoot again.
No, I feel like I don't want to for a while, and nor do my legs. But the recoil, mate, that gas system on that handled that recoil so well through that stock, even though it gave me a wallop. Maxus 2 is by far, like, surpassed Maxus 1.
I mean, that's
In
a
my
big
opinion.
statement. That Maxus 1 was great.
I had the Maxus 1, but this has blown it out of the water.
Well, I propose we go back to the pub. Well, this was almost a very serious show. By episode 3, we've acted like ourselves.
Yeah.
But we
a lot of
did
fun.
give those guns a realistic test. My gun, I was really happy with. I think that it worked.
Yeah.
It was nice to shoot. The controls aren't quite big enough, and I think that's where you start to see some of the differences between the gun that it reminds me of and the gun that it is. But
Yeah.
it's £500, and it's every bit as good in the reliability and shootability aspects.
Oh, 100%, yeah, it didn't miss a beat.
No.
It did
And
perform really
It
well.
was significantly lighter weight than both your guns, so the run wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it looked like you were struggling with that run, if I'm honest.
This brought gamekeepers have 2 trucks. Have you recovered yet, Michael?
I have. I'm still dry.
The fact that you are obsessed with your dryness and not that focused on the abuse you just received says a lot about you.
Probably my highlight of the year.
I mean, you did chuck 6 buckets of water on me, so...
2 of them were warm.
Yeah, but 4 of them weren't.
That was essential.
All right, all the wildfowlers are going to unsubscribe.
It was a good test. It
Four of them
was
had-
a good,
yeah.
realistic test.
The clothing held up, you held up, and more importantly,
The gun held up. It was a bit slow. Had a bit some like grit in it or something, but I mean, it still worked.
the fact that it worked after all of that is pretty good.
I'm a better shot with a bucket than I am a gun. Smashed him straight in
But
the
after
face.
3
and-
squats, you couldn't hit Jack.
Well, I did have to do quite a few squats.
what
It was
you
a
think?
lot of fun until somebody snuck one of those Black Clouds in, and then my glasses ended up like 3 metres behind me, and
About as observant as most pigeon shooters.
Sorry. I'm not sorry at all, actually.
thought that would be an easy challenge. After the 15th, 16th time standing up, realised that my age got the better of me, and it did hurt after a while. I don't want
Not right.
The gun's insane. It's beautiful.
I mean, you put, what, 120 shots through that in 10 minutes?
Oh, easily, and it just didn't. Not once did it miss a beat. That extended mag handle, pull handle, that speed load where you just put your bottom cartridge in, it feeds it straight away. It just that would be like a perfect wildfowling gun, pigeon gun. It was insanely good.
We shot all those guns off camera so we could have a good opinion of each other's. I know yours was the most expensive.
It was, yeah.
But it was coincidentally also the best.
It was the best. I think sometimes you do get what you pay for.
I think in this instance, you really do. I'm going to take my solo spot today to share some good news. In a world where we're currently being bombarded by mainstream media saying that the world is failing, a cost of living crisis, and we're going to a huge recession, one would have thought that many businesses would be suffering big time. But the gun industry seems to be going from strength to strength, and I thought I'd take a moment to share some good news with you. I luckily get to share a lot of conversations with people throughout the gun industry in the UK and America, and it looks like things are not on the up, but they are strong. From gun shops to shooting grounds, people seem to be doing really well. And that has been indicated no better by the latest Holtz auction. Between their main sale and their sealed bid sale, they did £2.28 million worth of sales. If that doesn't indicate that there's still a big market for fine and luxury firearms, I don't really know what does. Holtz and other auctions have always been an indicator of pricing and structures across the UK, and a lot of the trade look at them to see what the actual public demand for goods is. I look at those figures and I think, firstly, congratulations to them. It's not without years of hard work, and obviously to put an auction together that has that much value in it takes a lot of hard work and sourcing of fine guns. But secondly, I think it's a great indicator for the rest of us that people still want guns. 97% of side locks and box locks in that main sale sold. Most for well above the estimate. That is wild. Guys, have a great day. This is good news.
So today I've got the Ster Zephyr 2, new to the rimfire market. Following on from the success of their Big Brother range, comes in 2.2 or 17 HMR. Beautiful European walnut stock, fish scale patterning. It actually uses the CZ mags, which is brilliant because they're so easy to get hold of. It's got a lovely safety on the back. A nice feature about this is whether you got it on fire, you can have it on safe mode and you can still rack the bolt to get your round out without having to take the safety off. Beautiful, only weighs about 2 pounds. Screw cut, 1/2 inch UNF, so really easy to get moderators to fit on there. Beautiful detailing on the barrel. If you look at the fish scale patterning where it comes on to the end of the grip, plenty of places to hold. It's almost like a Schnabel forend. Beautiful anodized trigger. It's a stunning gun. So these retail at $7.50. 11mm dovetail. It's really easy to get your scopes on there. Really slick bolt, very well engineered. Definitely something to have a look at, especially with the figuring on the cheek piece as well. It's very, very nice. It's $7.50 rimfire. It's moving up in the budget. It's not quite at the Lithgow level that we looked at, but if you're looking for a lovely 2.2 to go and shoot rabbits with and you're keen on a nice bit of wood, you're not a fan of synthetic, I think it sits quite highly in the market. It's obviously extremely well engineered and it's definitely well worth a look.
So, last week, Johnny looked at the Swarovski DS and I absolutely fell in love with it. But I don't need the rangefinder in it. So I asked Swarovski to send something slimmer down of similar quality, and they sent me this, the Z8i. In the DS video, Johnny covered basically what you get with it, but we're just gonna have a little quick overview. So you get these lovely Swarovski lens caps to protect your lenses, product manual all about it, a Swarovski lens cloth of the Z8, there's a lot of different ones. They sent down the 2.3 to 18 by 56p with the L4 reticle in it. Big 56mm objective lens, 2 adjustment turrets, however you can buy the ballistic turrets which you just bolt right on there, which is an awesome feature if you need that. You've got adjustable parallax from 50 to infinity. So this one's the 2.3, so it goes all the way from 2.3 to 18. Johnny covered this in a lot more detail in the previous video. One thing with my scopes is I'm terrible at leaving the illuminated reticles on. However, this fixes it. So you can actually leave this one on and it's got a level sensor in it. So when you have it on your back like that, or if you go rifle down like that, it's off. But when you shoulder your rifle, it automatically turns on. They're not the cheapest scope in the world. I mean, this one currently retails at £2,850, which is, yeah, it's a decent amount of money, but if you want the best quality, the best glass, Swarovski as a manufacturer, they are just top notch. They are so good. The build quality is absolutely amazing. 25-year warranty on them, so if anything does go wrong with this, they'll look after you.
So we've obviously spent this year's budget already because the lights have gone out.
Yes, but Sasha needs to eat. The cost of living crisis, as I said earlier, might not
really
be affecting the gun market, but it is affecting our electricity usage.
I've turned a lot of things off in my time by talking. Power's not been one of them. So that's a new one.
So I think my understanding of these guns today, although if they're all the same price, yours would have been by far and away the best. I think the Browning really stole my heart today. It shot so well.
I couldn't get over the fact that it was cycling 3.5 inch and then Pro Fiber.
Yeah, once we run the 3 inches through, Pro Fibers are going through it easily. Once you've run that gun in 24s, you'll be able to put it through it easy.
Well, I have a friend with one who says he can run 21s through it after a little while. That's
Wouldn't surprise me, yeah, once it's worn in.
And that's the beauty of gas versus the inertia. And although you don't have to clean the inertia, you're always going to have to keep putting something a little heavier. Price aside, we have discovered today that you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
My gun was less nice but worked really well.
Yeah.
Your gun was in the middle nice and worked really well. And your gun was really nice and worked really well.
Worked really well, to the point where I shot my own semi-auto later on in the day, and now I want to sell it.
Yeah.
That's not a good point.
Guys, today has been a lot of fun.
I'm tired, exhausted, but happy. I will still be giggling on the way home tonight about chucking ice water on Michael.
Whatever.
We broke Michael. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.